Good morning, evening, or whatever time of day it is, everyone. We are here to look at memes. I am your meme dealer, and today we're going to be looking at the memes that you find over on I Am Very Badass. Okay, let's go. Context. OP said that having a tough childhood makes people stronger and to not comfort crying children. Oh, we already doing that, huh? The F you know about trauma. You're one of those little Smash Bros preteens that gets kicked out of GC, it doesn't matter, for shitting in the hotel swimming pool. Okay. I love everyone's like, what a stupid take. Empathy is what makes the world go round, and I'm sorry that you had the kind of upbringing that leads you to think this. And then there's you just immediately going for the jugular. I've been through enough that would have killed his whiny ass so he can F all the way off. That's not a lot of context to understand, but as always, you know, that whole thing about my trauma is worse than your trauma and we get in like these trauma measuring competitions, it ain't no good, man. It don't do no good for nobody. If you can't dial 911 with 8 gunshot wounds, I suggest you flirt with someone else's woman. 911's only a 3-digit number. You shouldn't have to have 8 shots to do that. You should be able to do it in 3. I think I've seen this before and I don't.
This is threatening behavior. We need an officer in here.
Yeah, when you just stand there, when you just stand there bowed up on somebody, I mean, I don't know what you think's gonna happen. Probably ain't gonna go the way you think it's gonna happen, but I don't know what you think's gonna happen. When you stand there all squared up, got your lats all pressed out, like, yeah, say something, go ahead, say, do whatever you're going to do. It's like you've had several points of no return, and you chose to be that guy, that boy. So whatever you got coming's on you, my man. Guy challenges 5 female athletes. Okay. How about this? I'm 6 foot and 250 pounds. Okay. I have no football experience past 8th grade. You gather yourself and 4 of the strongest, best football player females you can find. Females. It will be 5-on-1, and let's see how well you can do tackling me. When you're in spear flame, bloody, land on the ground tears, asked if you understand what level it is. Do you accept? Look, I understand people's concern about that. But you don't outright challenge. You don't say, hey, look, just because you're a woman, I'm going to make sure that I bust your shit. Like, you don't do that. That could be seen as a threat. Context. This was on a video of a teen saving a sister from being kidnapped by using a slingshot to snipe the kidnapper. I would have taken the shots and body slammed the little kid. Not gonna lie, I ain't getting beaten by a slingshot. Everybody's a badass, okay, until you get hit with a marble coming out of a freaking rubber band attached to a stick, okay? It hurts a lot more than you think it hurts, all right? And also, I don't know if you realize this or not, but what you've basically done here is you've sympathized on some small level with the kidnapper. That ain't a good look. I look like the Demon Lord or something. Well, I mean, when I get angry, I get angry. Well, you get angry when you get angry. So does everybody else. That's the whole thing of being, when you get angry. Everyone stays the H*LL away from me, because apparently I look like the Demon Lord or something. I think I need to work with that, TBH. I don't know who said you look like the Demon Lord, and I get it. There's some people out there, some what you call overly religious types that, they see like a little bit of facial hair and think you look like the devil. I don't think anyone's like scared of you. I think there's a difference. Okay. All right, look. I'm 100%. I can't even take this seriously. I'm 100% sure I could beat Doctor Who in a 1v1. Literally all of the doctor's feats come from bad writing and Daleks monologuing for 45 minutes before Deus Ex Machina saves the day. As soon as I saw him, I'd kick him in the balls and then stick my thumbs into his eyes before he'd even have time to start his little spiel about how I'm the Droctor, look at me, exclamation mark, quotes, period. Then I'd punch his assistant too, for good measure. They're both like 50 pounds soaking wet. Man, you know, that's like Superman to like, you know, Great Britain, right? Like, you're not going to take Doctor Who. I'm not going to do the Will Actually thing. We all know. Phone! I think we all get it. He's being, I'm not going to ding him on that. What I am going to zonk him on here is the fact that he thinks, bold of you to assume, good sir, the Gallifreyan doctor who can regenerate and has 2 hearts and all these other uncanny abilities has a set of balls. Okay, here's one that kind of cuts straight to my heart, okay? Badass bodybuilder will walk straight through you. Comment was made on a Lad Bible video on the No Budge Walk. As a bodybuilder, I can do this and people actually get out of the way when they see me coming. I used to weave around other people all the time, and it's mostly because people are not paying any attention to where they were walking, so I have no mercy. Straight line or prepare to be plowed into. Wheelchair users and disabled people obviously get a free pass. It's not their fault. But damn, that's why I hate cities like London and go all in on the straight line method, or your walk takes twice the time and makes you twice as angry by the time you reach your destination. The worst are the ones who stand in group chit-chatting at choke point, where a path narrows, or just fully blocking entrances to tube stations, shops. Just why? Zero consideration. So in these situations, I also have zero and will plow right through, especially if I say, excuse me, and they ignore you. Time for firm but safe shoving out of the way. You know? I make a lot of fun of these people sometimes, and for good reason. But, no, man, I think Homeboy's got a point here, right? When you lift, like, your body kind of gets bigger, right? Or you might just be a large-frame gentleman to start with, okay? And when you're trying to get somewhere, even if you're not a big guy, you're just trying to get somewhere. And it always happens in the goddamn store, man. Like, I know what aisle I need to go down in the store, not because in my mind I say, oh, I need to go to whatever aisle because I need the thing that's on that aisle. I look down the aisle and see all the people, and I remember, oh yeah, I need tuna fish or something from down there, right? Like, it never fails that people always in my way, and they always sit there and just chit-chatting about, did you see whatever? And they just yammer, and they piss me off. Now, and it's not giving me the right to body check them. However, much that urge does strike me. But homeboy, this guy who I guess equates himself to Johnny Bravo down there, he's got a little bit of a point here, okay? No, you don't get to be a dick to people, but by the same token, other people don't get to be a dick to you. As someone who's been called kind and gentle and a ray of sunlight, I am also the person you don't want to anger. Never piss off the quote-unquote nice ones. That right there, that quote-unquote nice ones, right? I see a lot of this, man, and I don't know how to feel about it. You know, like, it's always the, well, I'm an angel, and I'm the knight in beautiful armor, and I am chivalrous, and I am just, and I am blah 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 blah. But then it's like, but if you ever cross me, I swear on God. And it's like the Jekyll Hyde thing. I mean, cool, I guess, but it's not always the best look. It makes you look like one or the other is a front. And probably the one that you don't want to look like a front will be considered a front. And the one that you say to try and scare people is probably the one that people be like, about. God damn, I love when technology acts right. Me, I don't give a crap. If speed limit is 100, I set the cruise for 108 in traffic and kiss my ass behind if they don't like it. Where in the hell is the speed limit 100? where you're at. Practicing my prison photos because people be testing me lately. You know what? Sometimes I also feel that guy in gray shirt. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get in that mirror, you just got to make sure you got the look. You know, you got that sort of look. You don't want a bad mugshot. You're going to be in the paper. You don't want a bad mugshot. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. For I am the Grim Reaper with a rifle, and I am the baddest one in the valley. Sure you are. Sure you are. You are the baddest ass, the best shot. You were death incarnate, and everyone clapped for all the cool things you've ever done. By the way, friend, it's Walmart. You're not in the valley of the shadow of nothing. Alpha male behavior. Your voice makes me want to drop kick you. Why though? I'm just a violent, unstable person who will attack anyone weaker than me. First off, you assume they're weaker than you because you don't like their voice. Second off, it's not a good look for you to openly admit that you are a violent and unstable person. You don't volunteer that information. That's something they got to figure out long after you've done gone to jail, okay? I can kind of be explosive, and my friends say I'm a bit too much aggressive, to the point I unconscious can hit them. So I think it would be an aggressive and explosive one. Reminds me a lot of Bakugo. For those of you who know my hero, Academia, Bakugo's not a nice person. You shouldn't like him, and I know a lot of people do, but you shouldn't. And it's not okay to be like, you know what, I get so angry sometimes, I literally might lash out and strike somebody without thinking about it, without having any control over my body, because, you know, that's something that a person who gets to walk around in public gets to do, okay? The devil whispered in my ear, "I'm coming for you." I whispered back, "Bring some beer." Oh, shut the hell up. Well, that's a good place to stop, I guess. Thank you very much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. Come back again. We'll laugh at more people who do dumb things on the internet. Until then, bye.